What's up, all my fellow nerds? Mad Mac here, and today I'm doing a video on how to draw Lady Rainicorn. Lady Rainicorn is a character from the show Adventure Time, and I hope that you enjoy. To start off, I did these two shapes for her body. I did a large circle with a smaller circle inside of it, and how I did this was I traced a lid and a bowl. If you do not have a lid and a bowl that would make these kind of shapes, then just go ahead and see what you can find that would make shapes similar to that. If not, then go ahead and do it freehand because it doesn't make that much of a difference. It's just easier to use if you already have it traced out like this. So I'm going to start off by doing the end of Lady Rainicorn. So I'm going to be taking a regular pencil with this. Just one second. A little bit of technical difficulties going on. Now I'm going to be doing the end. So I'll do my best to make it so you can see. There's a little lump here that goes down for her legs. Her legs are long and very skinny. So they're like this. Then I'm going to be working on the other end of her, which is going to be where her head is. I'm going to be starting the other part of her legs. And to this, you just continue the arch. And then you do her legs. So here's what we have so far. Next, I'm going to be doing her head. So you start by doing this, which goes out, kind of indents in. So here's what we have. Next, I'm going to be doing her horn. So you erase a small part right here for her head, right there, in case you can't see very well. I have a bad lighting in here. Just doing the horn. After that, I'm going to be doing her hair, which kind of goes down like this, as you can see so far. Sometimes I forget I'm on camera and just draw. That I'm going to go like that. They don't have to be exactly like this, because sometimes you can't necessarily get it exactly like it. Just go do blah blah blah. My tongue isn't working today. Just go ahead and make it the best that you can do. So there's her hair so far. Next, I'm going to do her tail. So you start from right here. As you can see, I'm going to start from right in this area. Go like that. Kind of think of it as like a bushy paintbrush. So that's what we have so far. Next, I'm going to be doing her eye. It's just one eye because she's turned. So it goes right here, just a circle. After that, I'm going to be doing a smaller circle on the inside of it, like so. And then her mouth, which goes down here, goes right here. Do a little smiley face. So here's what we have so far. Next, I'm going to be taking, since this is our basic outline of Lady Rainicorn, just to make it look more cartoony, because that's what I love doing, I'm going to be using a black marker and outlining the whole thing of Lady Rainicorn. So I'm going to start with her eyes, just because that's what I think is the most fun. And fill that in. Now for her eyes, it's this smaller half circle that's get filled in with black. So here's the eye so far. And then do the little mouth, the head. You don't have to do it in this specific order. I'm just outlining Lady Rainicorn. Find whatever you think is the most fun for you. We're all different. It's okay if you go over the line some, it doesn't really matter. There's what we have so far. I'm going to do her little tail so I don't mess up on it. Because yes, that does happen to everybody. The only thing that you have to be necessarily really slow about is the arch of her body. I mean, it doesn't really matter if you mess up, but it just helps a lot if it's straight. Not necessarily straight because it's curved, but not like super jagged. It helps if you turn the paper too. That's what I do a lot. And then do the top. So here's our complete outline of Lady Rainicorn. So for this, I'm going to be using my colored pencils. As you can see, these I actually got as a gift from very close family friends, and I love using them. They make me smile every time I use them. They just know me so well. So I'm going to be using 2 different colors of yellow, just for shading for part of the hair and some to brighten it up, because I think it makes it look more realistic and really cool. The colors that I'm going to be using for this, obviously they would be called different on every single pencil that you could find, I mean, other than the specific brand, but the colors that I'm using are one labeled Just Peachy and Mellow Yellow. I'm going to be using Just Peachy first, which is like a golden yellow. I'm going to be outlining her hair and kind of just like, I don't know, go past it, go past like where the lines end for the black outline. Make it look like it's fading into the white part, as you can see. Kind of looks like it's on fire a little bit. Next, I'm going to be doing the tail part. So there's our what we used for the Just Peachy color, which is also like a golden yellow. It's kind of a little bit like like a light orange too. It's a really strange-ish color. Next, I'm going to be using a color called Mellow Yellow. And just coloring this in. It's okay to go over the golden yellow part of the mane because it makes it look like it's blended in and it's really cool. There's the hair so far. Then I'm going to be moving on to the hair by the tail. Next, I'm going to be doing the color for her head. This, I'm going to be using a color called Tickle Me Pink, which is like a light pink with just a little tiny hint of purple. I do like a little curve right here for her neck, and then I just color the rest in right here. Just do kind of shading. I'm going to take this and just color just a little bit darker for the underside of her chin. There's the neck so far. And then I'm going to be doing a ring right here with a color called Back to the Fuchsia. And it is a, obviously, fuchsia color, which is like a deep purple that's kind of pink with a little bit of red to it. It's really neat. Do a smaller ring. Next, I'm going to be using a blue color, which is called What Are You Up To? I love the little jokes on these. They're adorable. doing another little ring. Then I'm going to be using a bright green that's called Fresh Greens, kind of like a lime color. And then this next part, I'm going to be using another yellow called Nacho Cheese, which is like a brighter yellow. Not as bright as the hair though. So there's what we have for the body and the head and the hair so far. And then I'm going to be doing the legs, which I'm going to be using a color called Rosebud for, which is just a red. Goes like this. Kind of like you're coloring in a candy cane a little bit. Then do the other side. Hopefully I'm not blocking the camera, but there you go. And then you're going to be using the Tickle Me Pink color again, which is the color that you used for the head right here. Doing another little stripe on both sides. So that's what we have so far. Then I'm going to be taking the bright green that we used here for part of the neck, coloring the leg the rest of the way. Then I'm going to be doing the rest of the body. I'm going to be taking the color that we used for the head and the legs, which is the Tickle Me Pink color, and doing a little bit of the arc like this. And then I'm going to be taking the darker pink, purple, red color. It's usually how I mix colors. And doing another small arch. Lady Rainicorn's body is kind of twisting, so that's why it doesn't go all the way down here. Then I'm going to be using the blue color that we used for the neck and doing another arch. Going down like that. So there's our outline, and then just color that in. Takes a while, but you'll be very happy with your drawing when you're done. And then go right here. A little crack in between the hair. And then I'm going to be using the bright green color that we have been using and doing another arch. Next, I'm going to be using the color that we used for the body, which is the color called Nacho Cheese. Going like this. Just basically making a rainbow out of these. Not that hard. I'm going to add just a little bit more green right here, just to make it continued. I forgot about that part. Like that. Next, I'm going to be taking the red that we've been using and doing another arch. Next, I'm going to be taking the yellow again. So it's like you're repeating the colors but going backwards. Just doing another arch. And I'm going to be using the bright green as the final part. So, this is our Lady Rainicorn. Thanks for joining in. This has been Mad Mac, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day, and keep on nerding!